Hi guys, it's CeeChronicles here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, I do fragrance reviews mostly and I do lifestyle and fashion videos. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please do not leave without subscribing. Please do consider subscribing and joining the family. I would appreciate that. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you as always. I'm here with a fragrance review video. Today I'm doing a series of the Giorgio Armani C range. Okay, so I have the minis with me in this packaging. So I have 4 of the Giorgio Armani C range. The only ones I don't have here are, I think, 2 or 3, the Intense and the black one, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is how this miniature set looks like. I wanted to try this the C range. I already have a full bottle of the original C. I wanted to try the C range and I wanted the one with the black and the Intense, and something got mixed up with the order, so this is what came, but it is what it is. So I'm coming to you today with this Giorgio Armani C perfumes, and I'm going to be giving you a brief overview of what I think of them to help those who possibly do not know which one to reach for, which one is best for you. So I am doing a fragrance review of the C fragrances. I have here in front of me C Fiori, which is the pink one, followed by C Passione, and then the original C, and then the EDT. So I'm going to start with C Fiori. Okay, C Fiori is the pink one with the black top. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and dabbed them on pieces of paper. As you can see, this says C Fiori there. I've dabbed them here because these are dab-ons, these are not sprayers. So to try and kind of dab them while I'm doing this review was going to be a bit tricky for me. So I've already gone ahead and dabbed them on this, and I'm going to tell you about what I think. Now the first one being C Fiori. Okay, this is what I have here. This has black currant in the top, and then it's got some green mandarin, and then it's got some neroli and some patchouli in the mid, some okmos and some rose, and then the base is is made of vanilla and some white musk. This has a fruity floral opening, and it's mixed with some greens, obviously, as I said in the notes composition there. This one is a 2019 fragrance, so it's not that old. It's quite new out there. It's only 2 years old. It's a 2019 composition. If you think the original may be too much, then maybe this one is probably for you. It's got like a soft, creamy feel. Really forward on the florals, but it's soft and creamy. It's quite delicate as well. Turns a bit powdery, but it is a bit heavy on the vanilla. So it is quite a sweet one. It's got a candy-like feel as well, So if you like those sweet fragrances, but it's not cloyingly sweet, It's got a candy-like feel that goes on for about an hour, and then this, I think, has a lasting power of about 7 hours. It turns musky and powdery, in the dry down. So that's what I had to say about C Fiori. I'm going to move on to the next one because I have 4 of them here, so I don't want to waste too much of the time. The next one is C Passione. I'm going to talk about C Passione, which is this one. Okay, C Passione. Okay, and then I have got the paper here. Okay, Passione is a 2017 composition. This one, to me, came across as something that I'd already smelt because I have this one in my collection, Modern Muse Le Rouge. The similarities between these two is a lot. When I got these miniatures, the first thing I said was I was going to possibly buy Fiori the Passione, which is this one. And then as I used it, the more I used it, I realized, no, I think I do have this in my collection, and I was right. It does smell a lot like Modern Muse Le Rouge by Estee Lauder. But if you don't have that fragrance and you still want to, buy this one has pear, it's got some black currant, it's got some pink pepper and some grapefruit in the top, and then it's got some pineapple, which is quite nice and sweet, so it turns a bit floral, and then it's rosy because it's got the rose there, some heliotrope and some jasmine, and then the base of this fragrance is vanilla, some cedar, some patchouli, and some amberwood. This is a mature kind of fruity fragrance, not the same as Fiori. Like I said, the Fiori is airy. It's a bit on the softer side, although it's got a long, like a lasting power. That one is a bit on the floral, kind of wavy, kind of powdery side. This one is a bit on the thick side. It is mature. It's prominent in the rose. The rose note is what you're going to feel the most here. It's sweet, it's intimate. It's a bright, spicy fragrance. It also turns peppery. Some pepper there mixed with some fruits. It feels a bit velvety. It feels a bit lush. It feels a bit luxurious. And, I like I did say, if I didn't have that Modern Muse, I would have probably gone, for this one instead, because this is the one that I kind of liked the most. It is quite mainstream, but, it's okay. Though it's mainstream and nothing special, you'll probably, think you've smelled this before. It's still, outstanding in the sense that, it does not exactly, have that, deep fermented feel that you get with the original C. So if you're running away from that fermented kind of white wine feel of the C range, then this is not bad. Although don't expect fireworks. This is quite mainstream. It's gonna remind you also of Juicy Couture. It's the notes sound good and yummy, but it does somewhat fall flat because it's not as unique. It is a fragrance that is going to remind you of something that you've smelled before. In the end, I'm not going to rate these fragrances. I'm just going to tell you, which one, I settled for. And then the next one is the original C, which is this one, the one with the black top and then the clear bottle. I'm not sure whether I should take this. Well, I'm going to take it out anyway. I was not going to take it out because, I already have a bigger version of it. Okay, so this is the original. This is the most popular one. This is the one that's more crowd pleasing. Okay, in the top, it's got some cassis, it's got May Rose, it's got Freesia in the mid, and then it's got some vanilla, some patchouli, some ambroxine, and some woods. This is a woodsy, boozy fragrance. That fermented feel is what you get the most with this one. This is it's sweet and fruity. I don't understand, I don't get the cloying sweetness of it. It is cloying, but not because it's sweet. It's cloying to me because it's got this kind of fermented fruit feel that is like, in your face. This is one that has a lot of depth. This is not a, it's not a light fragrance per se, to me at least, and to my nose. This is quite a heavy fragrance. This is a compliment getter, one that people will always ask what you're wearing, or at least a person or two will definitely ask you what you're wearing, because there is a reason why this became the most popular of the C's. I'm not sure of the intense, and I actually dread the intense, because if there's an intense of this, because this to me is really, really quite intense. It's also a bit sneaky. It's one of those fragrances that is sneaky. Sometimes it feels green, sometimes it feels so fruity, and then it is a sneaky one. It just keeps giving you the pages and surprising you. It's one that if you overspray it, you might say, oh no, I never want to, want to spray this fragrance in a long time, but at the same time you try it another time, it just surprises you just like that. Really signature scent worthy. A lot of ambroxine in this, which to me, I usually use this for winter because I get that it's too much for me if it's summertime. And I'll explain what happened. I did have the original in my collection, decluttered it, and then when my birthday came, lo and behold, I was gifted another C, the bigger one. And obviously I'm using it. You can see I'm using it because I love this fragrance, but to me it's obviously a fragrance that is that I prefer going to in wintertime, because it can get too much in your face. Okay, so but then again, that's my nose. It depends. If you want a fragrance that's going to be there and loud, C is the one, but I wouldn't compare it. It doesn't have that La Vie Belle kind of feel or Black Opium kind of feel where it's too sweet or whatever. This is a bit luxurious, a bit mature. It does have, though it's mainstream, it's a bit complicated as well. It's not just one of those, generic, fragrances that you get to come across every day. I think what gives it that twist is that kind of feel of, those fermented fruits, that, wine-like kind of bubbly feel. Okay, so last but not least in my collection is going to be the EDT version of the C. Okay. Had it been that it's possible to tell people what to gift you, I would have preferred the EDT version of C. Okay, this one has, I'm going to take the piece of paper here so that I just remind my nose of what it smells like. This one has got blackcurrant as well. It's got some pear, some mandarin in the top. It's got orange, it's got neroli and some bergamot. And then it's got freesia, some May rose, some strawberry, mango, jasmine. It's got a lot of notes. It's got a smethers, it's got vanilla, musk, some patchouli, amber, and some wood. This is soft and spicy, and it's floral with a touch of citruses and rose. Okay, so I don't know what makes it a bit calmer, whether it's the citruses combined with the rose. This is this is the EDT, so it's obviously going to be the lighter take. So for people that say, okay, the C, I love C, the original, but it's too much it's too much to my nose and it's too heavy, this one would definitely be the one for you. It's a lighter, airy version of C. It's got more notes, obviously, than the original, but somehow it is subdued. And this one gives this C range a playful and more sparkly kind of take. It's less cloying. It's a bit funky. It's more youthful to me. It maintains that complexity of C, the EDP, but it's non-offensive. It's also very, I find this one more versatile. A lot of people can wear this, it just gives you that sparkling white wine feel. If you could imagine white wine as a perfume, this is what you'd get. So it's definitely a lighter interpretation of the original C. And like I said, had it been that, I was asked which one I'd prefer, I would have gone for this one, because I feel this one's more wearable. You can wear it, a lot of time, whereas this one sometimes comes across as one that I need to use in winter because it can be too much. It can be, though the good thing about it is you get to, it lasts longer because you spray it lesser. This definitely wouldn't have, that as an advantage. You'd obviously go through the bottle faster. But if you like C and you like a lighter interpretation of it because you cannot stand, the EDT, then definitely this one. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is what I had for you today. I was talking about the C range. I have 4 in my collection, as I mentioned. I spoke about C Fiori. This is the creamy, more playful one, lighter as well. And then I spoke about this one, which is more mainstream, the Passione, which is more mainstream, kind of gives you that Modern Muse Le Rouge kind of feel, or Juicy Couture, one of the Juicy Coutures. I know I did sniff one before that kind of reminded me of this. This one's more mature, it's classy and more mature, but it's more mainstream. And then you have obviously the Crowd Pleaser, which is the original C, which is quite strong. It is really pungent. If you if you wear this in the heat, you really feel what I'm talking about. And then you have the lighter take of all three. So yes, this is my the one that I already have in full size, though I would prefer this, but I wouldn't buy it because I already have, you know, the original C, so it wouldn't really make any sense to buy it. And then see the Passione one being the one that I feel, you know, is, you know, takes a different direction if you wanted to try that range. So I hope you did enjoy watching this video, guys. I hope you found these what I had to say useful. Let me know what you think in the comment section. C as a perfume by Giorgio Armani is not new. They have a lot of flankers. Like I said, they have the Intense that is making rounds in the YouTube circles. You know, if I get my nose on that one, I will tell you what I think of it. Generally, I think they're not bad perfumes at all. They are good perfumes, you know, if you like that kind of vibe. So yeah, it's been your girl C Chronicles. I do hope you consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. Let's meet in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Turn on post notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video. And remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.